Hello! Today we're going to look at how to configure Devolutions Web Login with Devolutions Password Server. This video is about the configuration, so if you haven't installed it yet, I would recommend going to our website and installing the web extension. We've included the link for you with this video. Okay, so there's two ways to configure Devolutions Web Login and Devolutions Password Server. The first is if you've just installed the web extension, and the second is one you can use if you've been using the web extension for some time. We'll do it through settings. I'm going to start with the one where it's a new configuration. So let's look at that.
Devolutions Web Login is installed. We click on the icon and here we select which product we want to connect with the browser extension. I want to connect Devolutions Password Server. So I just click the check mark and save. Now I need to enter the server address. This is the URL that you were provided with so that you could access Devolutions Password Server web interface. We can test the connection and click Save. Great, it's ready to go. If you already have the browser extension installed and don't see the three checkboxes, don't worry. You can also create the link to Devolutions Password Server through the settings. Click on the blue star, then click on the gear for the settings menu, and then click on General. Here we need to enable Devolutions Password Server, and we'd recommend disabling the others. Don't forget to click the blue disk to save it. I often forget, so I just want to give you a heads up. Now, we need to enter the server address. So click on the icon for Devolutions Password Server above the settings and enter the URL for your Devolutions Password Server here. Now it's ready to use. Remember, you can always return to the settings to change the server address or to change which programs are linked to Devolutions Web Login. Let's take a moment to go through some of the most interesting options together. Click on Settings again, the gear icon, and click on General. Let's go to Action Options. Right now, it's set to automatically retrieve credentials on page load. The next option is automatically fill in credentials on load. If we choose this option, and then visit a site where we've already saved the username and password, Devolutions Web Login will enter the username and password for us. In that case, all we need to do is click Login. You could also choose to automatically submit the form after filling. This means it will automatically log in. I'll show you a couple of the options with the appearance. Show Save Site dialog is enabled. If you go to a new website, you'll see a pop-up in the top right-hand corner that asks you if you want to save the username and credentials if they haven't already been saved. I find it really useful because then I don't need to spend time entering everything in the vault beforehand. I can just do it as I go along. You could also choose Color the Filled Fields. This means when Devolutions Web Login autofills a username or password, it will color that box the color that you've chosen here, your favorite color. If you've made any changes here, make sure to click Save. The last thing in settings we'll look at is the Never list. Remember the Save Site dialog I was showing you a second ago? If you clicked Never here, it would end up on this list. But don't worry, you can always remove it from this list if you want to later on. So you should be all set to use Devolutions Web Login now. You can log into your account right here. Click Login and enter your information. Remember, this is the one password that you need to remember. Let me just see that everything's in order. Great, it works.
Okay, so the configuration's done now. It was pretty easy, right? Now you can start using Devolutions Web Login and all your passwords will be in the browser waiting for you. But don't worry, your passwords aren't actually stored in the browser. They're safely stored on Devolutions Password Server in your vault. So that's everything I wanted to show you today. Thanks for watching.